Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another video. In this one, we're going to be diving into the Sunday Night Football Showdown Slate here on FanDuel and Draftkings. We're going to mix it up a little bit and start here on FanDuel. I spend a little bit more time on Draftkings than I do on FanDuel, so I'm going to challenge myself and start over here on FanDuel, which is a site that I do use. I just don't use it as much, and I haven't used it as long as I have Draftkings, so I'm a little bit more comfortable with the scoring and pricing over there, but I understand the few differences between the two sites. So before I do jump into this one, as always, if you have not already, please do leave a like on this video. I greatly appreciate your support. As always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them in the comment section below. Whether it's DraftKings, FanDuel, Yahoo, Fantasy Draft, any DFS site, or season-long fantasy question, I'm happy to give y'all advice when I can. Let's go ahead and jump right into this one, though. It's really sad that Patrick Mahomes ended up getting that injury because this would have been an absolute dogfight otherwise. But instead, I'm pretty heavy on Green Bay. For cash games over here on FanDuel, I don't see how you're not going to go Aaron Rodgers and MVP for cash anyway. And then I think that Aaron Jones is kind of a lock as the technical number one running back. We all know Jamal Williams had that solid game against Detroit. I like Jamal Williams too, but I think you kind of got to have him in cash, Aaron Jones. And that's going to leave you with an average of 98.33, so pretty much 10K. Matt Moore, I don't think is a must-play. This Green Bay secondary is pretty elite, so at 13.5 for that backup QB, even though he's got weapons, I don't think you have to jam him in there. I'm actually pretty happy with Travis Kelce's price at 11.5. I know he hasn't been that productive this year. Definitely not the Travis Kelce of 2018, but I definitely think Travis Kelce at 11.5 solid. And then if we come down, there was Jamal Williams right here at 9K, and then maybe like LaShawn McCoy. Something like that. I'm comfortable with that. That way you get all the running back exposure, so you have high floors there, and then you have one of Matt Moore's pass catchers, and then the best quarterback on the slate. Probably the highest scorer on FanDuel, I would assume. And then for tournaments, though, if we are looking for a GPP captain here on FanDuel, it's going to be pretty much between, for me, Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. Marquez Valdes-Scantling always kind of deserves some consideration, especially with what we saw last week. 3 targets, it goes for over 100 and a touchdown. I get it. This tiny little volume, this huge production. If he was getting more volume, I think he warrants more of a MVP consideration here on FanDuel. It's kind of a dart throw with him, so I don't dislike it. And I should mention, Devontae Adams is technically not ruled out yet. He's ruled out in my mind. I don't see him playing. This team's too good, and they have way too good of a shot at the Super Bowl this year to force him back. So I did just want to mention that real quick. But if Marquez Valdes-Scantling if he was getting more targets, I would mention him more so for the captain spot. I think he's more for like the main tournament where you really need to get some leverage. Maybe I could see myself entering like the $9 main tournament with him and MVP in one of my lineups or two. But Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill, they warrant a little bit more consideration for me with a backup quarterback throwing to him. It just kind of makes sense to me. I personally look at Kelce at this salary down here at 11.5. I don't see many people plugging him into that MVP spot. I think most people will kind of be on Tyreek Hill as a tournament play. They'll say, he's still Tyreek Hill. He can, bust that long play, and they're not wrong. And I know we're not full PPR here on FanDuel, but I mean, if Travis Kelce gets 11 or 12 targets tonight, and that's where Matt Moore's probably going to be comfortable checking down to, is Travis Kelce on a 10-yard throw, whether it's over the middle or on a corner route. If Travis Kelce goes in the end zone multiple times and you have him in your MVP spot, it's just going to be a wrap. So I do want to, kind of talk about that. I don't think you actually need to play Matt Moore behind him either. So that might be able to even differentiate yourself more so from the field. If anybody else has Kelce up top, they're probably going to have Matt Moore in the flex. I don't think you need Matt Moore in there. I don't see myself fading Aaron Rodgers on FanDuel. Just doesn't make sense to me against this defense here. And then I kind of want to still play Aaron Jones. I'm not looking to make a huge fade tonight on FanDuel anyway. I'm looking to kind of jam in the guys that I want, but with a more contrarian MVP. These are the kind of the guys that I really think will probably be the core of most of my tournament lineups. And then you have, 9K average left. That leaves you enough for Jamal Williams, LaShawn McCoy, Sammy Watkins. Great tournament play as well at 8K. It's Sammy Watkins. We saw what he did week 1, over 200 yards, 3 touchdowns. Obviously, that's with Patrick Mahomes, and he also had Tyreek Hill on the field, who was taking up pretty much all of the defense's attention. Geronimo Allison at 8K, same price as Lazard. Absolutely ridiculous. Allison's he's actually just such a good play. So I can't discredit you if you want to play him maybe, and then let's see what 10K gets us. Either one of the kickers, which I don't know what it is, but I feel like it's like 3 or 4 showdowns at least this year where double kickers have been in the winning lineup, like the Minnesota-Washington game, double kickers I think were in the lineup. It was like double kickers, AP, Dalvin at captain, and Diggs or something like that. Just absolutely wild how kickers are rewarding over here on FanDuel. So I can warrant playing either one of the kickers if you think that's right. Either one of the running backs. I'd even go down to Sammy Watkins. I'm okay with leaving up to 2K on the board here on FanDuel. But let's jump over to DraftKings real quick. For cash over here, I do want to mention over here as well, if you're not playing Aaron Rodgers at captain, I would probably go Jamal Williams or Aaron Jones. Actually, I'd probably go Aaron Jones for cash as of right now. And then I would also be okay with playing Jamal Williams too. Against this weak KC run defense on a team that I expect to win this game, playing against that backup quarterback, Matt Moore, this is kind of what I want. I mean, I want these guys in cash for sure. And then I'm okay with taking probably Crosby because you know that their Green Bay is going to put up the points. Might as well take their kicker too. Sometimes I like to run it back with the other kicker if I think they're going to be stopped short on the 40 or something like that. But that leaves you enough for Allison, maybe something like that for cash. And then for tournaments, it's going to be pretty similar over here. I am looking to target these 2 KC guys. Travis Kelce is just, I know he has not had that year. Every single week I feel like I'm waiting for that big week like he had against Oakland was a solid one. But it's just something where it's like, it's Travis Kelce. You know, I mean, it's not that it's Matt Moore. It's Travis Kelce. Like, he's also in a good spot, though, because you got to expect him to be trailing in this game. So between him and Tyreek Hill, one of them should be able to at least find the end zone once and maybe go for 100 plus. Here on DraftKings, I think I like Kelce a little bit more than I do on FanDuel because of that full PPR. So if we were to go Kelce up top, I still don't think you have to play Matt Moore behind him. I don't think Matt Moore throws for over 300 and multiple touchdowns. And I mean, he could throw for 2 touchdowns and like 200 yards, or he could go for 300 plus and 1 touchdown. I don't see him doing both. So I don't think that he could pay off his 8K price tag. Don't get me wrong. I'm just not that excited to play him, and I also think it's going to differentiate you from others if you don't play the correlating quarterback below Kelce. If we went Rodgers, who I don't plan on fading at all, Aaron Jones, let's see. We don't have to go Tyreek Hill. See, if you go Tyreek Hill, then I think you kind of have to play Matt Moore. Let's see, MBS, something like this. Realistically, for tournaments, though, I mean, I'm looking Kelce at captain, Kelce at MVP on FanDuel. If I'm not doing that, it's probably going to be Tyreek Hill. I prefer Tyreek Hill on FanDuel more than I do on DraftKings just because it's not full PPR. But here on DK, it just makes so much more sense to have Travis Kelce. The idea of Matt Moore checking down to avoid that elite Green Bay secondary, 10 to 12-yard ADOTs, it just makes sense to me. Sammy Watkins, though, I can't mention his name too many times because of his price. It's pretty wild, actually, seeing Sammy Watkins at 5,800. So other than that, I'm not really looking to punt any plays. I usually like to go for anybody in this range. I like to plug one of these guys in so I can pay up for somebody's super high price at captain. There's nobody I have any interest in at all. Jake Kumro being probably the most interesting, and he's a full 2,400, so kind of takes me off of him there. I also wanted to mention the Packers defense, though. I don't dislike the Packers D at all against this backup QB. They've had 4 average weeks at best in a row after coming off that strong start to the season against these offenses. Against Matt Moore, they could definitely make a touchdown happen, so they do warrant some consideration as well for your tournament lineups. But I'm going to leave y'all with that. It's about 10:30 right now on Sunday morning. We're about to get into these 1 o'clock games soon. I got to finish my lineups, get those posted for the members on the site. If you have not already, please do go make a free account, dfs-squid.com. The link in the description apparently I think was just for the NFL page. It should still take you to the website. I'll fix it for this video, but like I said, it's free. All you have to do is go put in a email, username, and password, and you have an account on our site. We give out plenty of free lineups. We are 3-1, or I guess it's 3 and a split. We have 3 wins, and we kind of split last night for the World Series. We've been giving out free MLB lines. We've been absolutely slapping it. I mean, you don't have to pay a dime. If you do and you have interest in a membership, let us know. We are happy to get back to you, even if it's just a question about it, what we do and what we're about, because it's a lot more than lineups. So I look forward to seeing some of you guys over there, and good luck to everybody today.